Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver checking in with us. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Steve. How you doing?
We thought it'd be a perfect time to talk about earthquakes.
Yeah, no doubt.
You feel it last night?
You know what? I woke up, heard a crashing noise, didn't know what it was, so I went straight back to bed.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, let's get to the business of things. You were thinking of business numbers about earthquakes, I know.
Absolutely. You know what? Businesses face considerable due diligence and liability in the event of an emergency situation. I mean, they could be sued if they don't have the proper emergency plans in place. So that's why it's really important for them to, carry out with effective solutions to what's going on here. Now, doing like manual head counts after evacuating a building, I mean, that's kind of a thing of the past now. Just this past fall, Langley-based WPS management emergency management or disaster management solutions, they just rolled out a new mobile app that allows property managers to communicate instantly with people in the event of emergencies to get those head counts going and get first responders there. So we also have to consider that Kamloops-based Truvian, they actually allow first responders to map out damage and collect data through mobile devices as well, so that they're able to respond to things based on the needs going around town. So I think the thing that's connecting all the dots here is just how much mobile devices is changing how people communicate instantly in an emergency. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the one thing I will mention here, though, is that when I spoke to WPS Disaster Management Solutions, they said that, an emergency like this, if it happens, elsewhere in Canada or elsewhere on the continent, people don't really, clue into it, but when it happens close to home, they'll probably see a spike in sales or a spike in interest for their particular products because, it's hitting them right where they live.
All right. Okay, you also want to talk about something else hitting us, and that's shoe shopping.
Yeah, absolutely.
From one extreme to another.
Yeah, well, talk about extremes. New data from shoes.com, or Shoemi as it's known up here in Canada, it indicates that Victoria, the residents there, per capita spending exceeds anyone else in all of Canada by a huge margin. Now, if we take a look at the numbers, I'll show you that the average spending per capita resident on shoes for 2015 all the way through December 15th was $3.62. That's more than double what the average Vancouverite spends, which is $3.31, and they're the next closest people here. Now, Calgary, they spend 91 cents, so that just shows you just kind of the big gulf between British Columbia and the rest of Canada. The other interesting data that they put in there is that Vancouverites actually have the smallest average foot size in all of Canada at just under 10, which I find interesting. But
wow.
Yeah, but here, like I said, the one thing to keep in mind, this is a Vancouver-based company, so their sales could be, a little bit spiked based on the fact that it is based here in British Columbia. But there's really no big competitors throughout all of Canada after Zappos.com stopped their online shoe sales to Canadians back in 2011. So I do think that there is still some reason to believe that, Victorians love their shoes quite a bit.
Right. And was that shoe size compared to like the rest of Canada?
The rest of Canada. I believe it's one of the prairie cities. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's Saskatoon that has the largest shoe size in all of Canada.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well.
Yeah.
Just leave it right there. It's not important to go any further, is it?
No.